great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust. To make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Makes a connection. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Firing to the right, complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cantrell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Foster. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. St Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time today. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. 4th and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a 1st and goal situation because of good physical play.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can...
Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the single back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cantrell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. Hey, if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
On 1st and 10 from the 38.
Yeah, and I think the comeback route when you run it against man is so hard to defend because I'm that DB. I'm thinking, I can't get beat deep. I can't get beat deep. And then all of a sudden, he slams on the brakes and comes back to the football. Really hard route to defend. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Coming out with it, it's Ellis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Offense working from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. 2nd down coming up. The short hands, it's Foster. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Clemson ready. Up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend.
There he goes. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. You just got to make more plays.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense. And you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Ellis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He'll blow it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
He got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be...
Gonna let it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Just about set to get this second half underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Finds a man on the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing and build this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapted. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Got him, and nobody's close. Hits the crease. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
He'll bring it out. It's Ellis. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Cantrell. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the catch. It's Foster. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellis. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they give him to the back. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
1st down for the offense.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot. And play action.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Foster. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Yeah, and these big fellows, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run. But so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. Touchdown, Cowboys! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 32 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Push down for the tackle.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw if you're the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage, so you got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver so he can catch it for a big gain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Makes his man miss. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Foster. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Oklahoma State.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Now on the return. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.